Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 6, Episode 3. So, here we are, following a storyline along the Order 66 route. We learned that the Kaminoans, I think I might have said that right, are in on the plan. They don't seem to like the Jedi Order, but I guess they're just, maybe they're not okay with the Sith either, but they like the idea of having, like, this failsafe within the clones, so they seem to be working with Dooku and everything. But with this inhibitor chip, we got like a sample of the tissue for the tumor or something like that, right? But I can't remember what happened to Tup. Did he might have either died or they took him away. Man, my memory is so shit. I don't know why I'm forgetting what happened, but yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes. I feel like we didn't wrap up last episode, right? Like, we're still continuing this? I guess we'll see. Alright guys, so I had a hiccup within the first few minutes of the episode. I decided it was, my episode ended up buffering, which is like the first time in any of my reactions I've ever had a show buffer. So I don't know if I'm having internet issues or if there's an issue with Disney Plus at the moment, but I'm gonna start the show over. I cut out the first bit of me reacting to like the first couple minutes, but it really wasn't much. I'll let you guys know when we get to the point of what I last saw. So we're just gonna start the show over because it's easier than me trying to edit out the buffer parts to make sure that you guys are still synced with me. So yeah, it's so anyway, we're just gonna start over. So, and let's just hope that it doesn't buffer again. I don't know. I don't really see any internet issues, but maybe there is something going on. Of course, like, they don't show buffer bars anymore, so, like, you know how, like, at least, I don't know if YouTube still does it, but YouTube used to, like, show the buffer bar fill up, and you'd know when the episode was, like, fully buffered or whatever. It doesn't even look like it's doing that for Disney Plus, where they don't show it if they do. So, let's, here, let me, load up my Steam and see if I see this disconnecting at all, although, just because I could be, like, the internet could be bad enough to be buffering, and doesn't mean that Steam's gonna, like, disconnect, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna get started here again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. Let's pray. When in doubt, go to the source. I read that last time, too. Yep. And then he died. I talked about what I couldn't remember what happened to Tup, and they answered it right there. So he did die. Nah. Yep. You're on the bad side. Shut up. That was basically my first reaction. Good, good, good. By the way, we're farther than, I didn't even realize we are at new territory now. I'm worried about fives. I did laugh about in the reaction that you guys didn't get to see. When they said like the tumor is our only hope, I was like laughing at the just I don't know the way they said that. Oh, they just swapped it. You bastards. So we are definitely in reaction territory now, by the way. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Let's go fives. He could have seen the swap, right? I think he might have. I'd love to see him get back to that room and get it. Yeah, let's go. Is it still in there? Yep. Let's go, AZ. I'll talk more about the only hope jokes in the discussion. I don't want to go into it right now, but oh, please don't buffer at this point. All right. Let's go fives. I'm so worried about the fate of fives. Doesn't this prove the Kaminoans are up to something? So, like, if we find out what happened... Oh. Damn, smart. He knows it's being tracked. Oh my god. Damn. AC's upside down. Nice. Let's go. Whoa, turned into like a vehicle. That's awesome. That's so cool. I want an AZ. Hmm. Like, demeaning a bit. Hmm. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Disguised as one of the clones in there. Is that him? Oh, no. Just baiting him. I found you a change of clothes. They walked right to you. Man, we came back here just to analyze the tumor. Could have brought it somewhere else. I mean, they were being tracked, so it's good they got off that one, but... Does not look like clones are allowed to use this, though. Ah, Django. Hmm. Oh, shit. She gonna figure out that he came back? Man. Well. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't very subtle. AZ has it now. So they don't know yet. I don't think the Jedi knows that she doesn't have the sample, right? Oh, nice, sealing it. Sorry, I can't remember this Jedi's name. I know we've definitely heard it several times. Hmm. So that, the tumor is the inhibitor chip? Built out of organic cells? Man, yeah, I mean, the options are leave it and betray the Jedi when they trigger it, or get it out, and if you die, you die. At least you're not there to betray the Jedi, I guess. One less clone. And it seems like that hurt a little bit. Good night, sleep tight. Yeah, I hate that. Man, the weather on this planet is always terrible. Have we ever seen just like a sunny day on Camino? Oh no, his hair! Damn. Hmm. Ooh. Yep. Damn. All little clone kids. Normal. They seem a little sus. Oh, yep, they're sus. She's not saying anything. Thank God this Jedi's perceptive. Alright, a little older. They're learning so much, though. I like fives, man. Damn. She's gonna try to explain it away. Man. Hmm. Damn, he figured it out. Because mine was removed. Hmm. Yep, they bought him. Ah, not the person to tell. Nah. She just, frickin' Nalisay, man. Looking for any chance to sabotage this mission. Oh, man. The story continues. Man, I'm into this. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 3. We made it through! Nice. We only lost like 2 minutes of reaction. That wasn't bad. Here, let's get the name. Shakti. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't remember that. And of course it goes to the next episode, but that's fine. Let's, since she's a big part of this, let's write that down. So I have it for next episode. Yeah, so the first couple minutes that were lost, and then I reacted to them. I didn't remake the same joke when I actually missed it this time. I don't know if I was talking about something else or if I was just thinking about something else, but at one point they said like this tumor's our only hope, and when I initially reacted to it, it was like a really funny thing to me, because it was just like, I don't know, it was like, I know what she was saying, right? But it felt like she was talking about a person in the moment, you know? And it was just like, oh, like, I just made like the Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. I was like, tumor, you're our only hope kind of joke, you know? And a few other things that I said too. But yeah, I don't know why I found it funny, I just did. So, but yeah, anyway, just a really fascinating story, because it's like they have all the information like right here. It's just they need to believe what Fives is saying, you know? Fives straight up said like this is a danger to everyone unless something happens on the way and they lose that information, because right now the only people that heard it are the clones in that room, Shakti, Nalisay, and Fives in AZ. So it's like, if Nalisay sabotages something and they don't make it back, then that information is lost, I guess. So, but yeah, man, they pulled the chip out of Fives. They realized that there's one, like they found out there's one in every single clone. They found out when they're being implanted. The only thing is they don't necessarily have proof that what happened to Tup's chip is going to happen to everyone else. That's the only thing, right? That's just an assumption of Fives, but Fives is like, hey, this could be a risk for the whole Republic if, you know, if we all go rogue like that. And I love his, like, foresight and thinking. Like, he's right. Like, I mean, it's exactly what happens, but it's crazy that we're so close to the truth, yet I'm really curious where we go with it, because obviously that truth doesn't, you know, they don't take all the chips out. They don't, you know, Order 66 still happens. So, very interesting. They also talked about the Renegades, and Dooku was like, this isn't going to be a problem. Like, everything is still, like, Protocol 66 still going to work on these Renegades, right? And the look of Nala Se was like, yes, of course, you know? But it really makes me wonder, like, is it possible that the individuality that some of these clones are possessing, when Order 66 happens, are there some that resist it? Or is it really futile, and even ones as independent as, like, Tup, or, you know, let's say the one that is on that planet that has, like, a family, are they all just gonna turn regardless? You know, like, if they are renegade enough, will they be able to resist it? I'm really curious to find out. Like I've said a bunch of times in these reactions, especially the last few, I don't know much about Order 66 and how it went down. So yeah, I'm really excited to find out. I've been really digging this storyline, but man, also really, like, granted he did get caught in the end, but he found out a lot of information. Like, honestly, my thought was, okay, let's just go somewhere else and analyze the tumor. But it does make sense now that they went back and they, like, went through I didn't realize they were gonna go through, like, the records of, like, Jango Fett and try to find out if anyone had these tumors before, and, like, go through, like, the embryos and see that they're all implanted with these, like, biological chips or whatever, you know? So it's definitely really, really interesting, them going back and doing all that. It was great. I've been really loving these episodes. So I really love Shakti's, like, willingness to listen and observant behavior, where she, like, even caught the slightest of, like, movements from Nala Se and followed her and stuff like that. So it's like, I really love how observant she's been, although I'm also really worried now for their longevity, just because, I mean, I already said it. If this information gets back, I feel like Order 66 is going to be debunked, unless, you know, I guess the big fallback that's always the case in these situations is they need to report to Palpatine, you know, Supreme Chancellor. So it's like, well, what the hell? Like, what do we do? You know, like, I mean, unless someone can circumvent Palpatine, Palpatine's just gonna be like, I trust Nala Se, there's nothing wrong. We'll just continue as is, execute Fives, and delete these samples. You know, it's like, well, goddamn it. But anyway, so yeah, man. It seems like we're still continuing the storyline. We got to go back and talk to Palpatine and see what happens, or get jumped along the way. We'll find out. So I do wonder if Nala Se, or maybe Nala Se will somehow warn the others, and then the others will contact Lord Tyrannus, and if Dooku will attack Shakti, and I feel like it's just not going to end well. I mean, I know it's not going to end well, because we know that they don't, like, figure out things before they happen, right? We know Order 66 happens. It just sucks watching it and, like, really praying. Like, I'm sitting here like, please figure it out, guys. You can do it. I believe in you. And then it's like, nope. They're just not gonna. Excuse me. Alright, well. really good episode, really good arc we're in. Really interested in it. Love learning more about Order 66 and how we were on the verge of figuring it out and everything. And yeah, can't wait to see how it wraps up. Thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen through the early access tier. And yeah, I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.